The 7 Action News investigators were the first to show you that a powerful Detroit businessman was paying for private jet trips and ritzy vacations for former Mayor Kwame Kilpatrick.
That businessman is Tony Suave. Now, new details are emerging about some of the things Kilpatrick allegedly extorted from him.
And 7 Action News investigator Heather Catallo joins us right now. And Heather, the investigators first reported some of what is now part of the Kilpatrick criminal case.
That's right. Our investigative team was out in front on Tony Suave paying for lavish trips and private jet flights that Kilpatrick was once so fond of. Those are just some of the items detailed in this latest federal court filing that alleges what Suave had to hand over to get and keep his city contracts.
As federal prosecutors prepare their case against what they call the Kilpatrick enterprise, the former head of the water department doesn't want to be tried alongside Kwame Kilpatrick, Bernard Kilpatrick, and Bobby Ferguson. In federal court records, Victor Mercado's attorney says his client never accepted a single bribe or illicit payment and had no incentive to conspire with anyone. He was simply making sure water kept flowing to the citizens. As part of his arguments that Mercado should be tried separately, attorney Martin Crandall is revealing new details of some of the alleged extortion in the racketeering case. Extortion, he says, had nothing to do with Mercado. In the past, we've heard about alleged extortion of other business leaders, but this new court filing connects the dots of the pay-to-play claims to a wealthy Detroit businessman. The filing details the things that Tony Suave, owner of Suave Enterprises, told federal agents that he allegedly had to do to get and keep his lucrative city contracts. According to the court records, Suave donated $125,000 to the Kilpatrick Civic Fund. He helped Christine Beatty get good lease terms for a Land Rover. He gave Kilpatrick $10,000 in courtside Pistons tickets, access to Suave's private boat, and he took the former mayor on 2 shopping trips to New York City. Crandall writes Suave also gave Bernard Kilpatrick a $6,000 watch, along with other gifts for the former mayor's family, including a luxurious trip that 7 Action News first told you about in 2008. Suave's name was on the Kilpatrick family bill for a nearly $10,000 stay at one of the nicest hotels on Florida's Gulf Coast, the Ritz-Carlton in Naples. At the time, Suave would not answer our questions.
You are doing business with the city, right?
Yeah.
And you want to do more business with the city, is that right?
Yeah, I do.
And so would this be a way to get it, would be the question.
I don't have to look into this and see.
Now we know Suave did answer the FBI's questions about that trip. Suave wouldn't tell us back in 2008 whether he flew the mayor to Naples, but Kilpatrick's indictment alleges a Naples private plane ride at the same time of the Florida vacation and lists at least 18 private jet trips from Suave's company that were provided to the former mayor. Suave's lawyer points out that federal prosecutors have said Suave and other business owners were extorted by Kilpatrick, and Suave is not charged with any crime.
Suave's lawyer also tells me Mr. Suave is cooperating with the federal investigation. So far, there's no response from Kwame Kilpatrick's attorney about these allegations. As for Victor Mercado, it's not clear yet whether he'll be granted a separate trial.